This last piece we're extremely excited about. This started over a year ago. We have this really great program, this mentoringship that we do between the high school and the middle school, and there's a few other schools. I have a good friend that works in Vermont, and they do the same thing. We were talking once about how it's really hard to find a piece of music that's really challenging for the high school or for the middle school. It seems like either it's too hard for one or too easy for the other, and we're just, there isn't a piece out there that was there for. We're like, you know what? Let's have somebody write that one for us, and so we instantly thought of Carl Holmquist, a personal friend of mine who's actually done a commission before for us. He's got a ton of published works. He works with middle schoolers and high schoolers, so he understands the needs and the challenges that it is to work with these two age groups that are on stage right here. And the Panther Foundation comes in at this point. We wrote a grant, and the Panther Foundation awarded us a grant to not only have a piece of music written, but also fly Carl out to have him work with the students and to kind of communicate with us, and it's just been a really fun process, culminating today. And all the 8th graders were over here this morning working with him on the piece, and now we get to have this world premiere. And this is a really exciting, a really big deal. I can count on my hand just the few number of times that even as a musician I've been a part of a world premiere, let alone having a composer here to be a part of this. So if you would please help me welcome to the stage our composer, Carl Holmquist.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brian and Nora and Chris and Julie, is that right? Yeah, got them all. Excellent. For your warm welcome and your support of this piece and this project. It's pretty amazing what's happening on the stage right now. This is remarkable. And it's great to be able to have the opportunity to write this work for this purpose tonight. And when you're listening to the piece tonight, I want you to listen and think about two things. One is the idea of a foundation, foundations. So the idea is that it takes a strong elementary and middle school music program to lay the foundation for what we see on at the high school level on the stage. And so when you listen, you're going to hear the group start playing together, really playing the same music. And then as you go along, you're going to hear new layers of complexity, ranges, higher ranges, the faster rhythms that the high schoolers are going to play, but it's going to fit like a Russian doll, hopefully. It did this morning, with what the middle schoolers are going to be doing as well. And then I also want you to think about the idea of partnership. And Brian mentioned that the high school and middle school program in Wisconsin, in Vermont, that his friend leads, and this group here are in partnership in this commission. So I decided to take two hymn tunes. One you might recognize, How Firm a Foundation, and the other one is a little bit less well known. It's a Scottish tune called The Summons. And the two melodies work together. And I think that's a really neat way to bring two groups, two ideas that are separate, but then make them work together. And so I hope you enjoy this piece. It's been a pleasure to write it, and it was great to work with them this morning. And we are excited to present Foundations. Thank you very much.